Welcome to It's Pittsfield Tonight, Season 1, Episode 4. We've got a great show for you tonight. Our special guests are Howard Siegel, Danielle Munn, and the musical talents of Pug Demary and John Temple Zarvis. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And as I've been saying, and we'll continue to say, it's a political year this year for Pittsfield, so we're going to hear a lot about it. And this week was a big political week. We had a city council meeting, a lot of stuff on the agenda being discussed. In fact, the other morning after the council meeting, I was looking on one of our Berkshire media outlets' social media pages where one of the councilors said we really shouldn't be paying attention to social media pages. Kind of agree with him a little bit, at least on that point. But, why is it that politicians always want to share their opinion with you, but they never want you to share your opinion with them unless it completely aligns with theirs? It's like when they finally see light at the end of the tunnel, and then they go to the council and ask for an appropriation for more money to build more tunnel. But like I said, it's going to be a whole year of this. In fact, for those who don't know, election night is right after Halloween. It's usually about a week after Halloween. In fact, remember when Halloween was the scariest night of the year? Well, not anymore. It's been replaced by election night. And you don't even have to wear costumes. You just hold campaign signs. And we'll hear about everything. We're going to hear about inflation. We're going to hear about unemployment. Like my friend the other day called me all upset. He just got laid off from the Division of Unemployment, and he was so upset because he still had to show up the next day. But I'll try to come up with other topics. We'll still have to cover the political stuff, but a few of you know this. I have a photographic memory. I haven't had it developed yet, but as soon as I do, we're going to have so much material to talk about. It's going to be great, I promise. So last week, if you remember, I told what I thought was a great politically correct joke, trying not to offend people, because I get those "you offended me" things all the time. So I told a knock-knock joke that I thought was incredibly non-offensive, but apparently it wasn't. It still offended a couple people. So I worked on a new one, and I worked on it for 2 days. So you ready? It goes like this. Get it? Okay. Well, we're going to jump right into the comments, and then we'll get to the show. So I've got a couple good ones here that I picked out. First one here, RQ writes, "Great show, Mike. The guest chairs are a little low. Guests are looking up at you. Great job." Well, it's actually because I'm 6'8". Now, a lot of people don't know this because when I'm out in public, I always wear inverted heels, which makes me look a lot shorter than I actually am. This one here, "How do you not see that bicycles are the future? It's everywhere, not just Pittsfield." Well, I'm not against bicycles, but think of it this way. Imagine if Orville and Wilbur Wright hadn't focused on them damn airplanes and they just stayed focused on the bicycle shop. Think of where we'd be now. Think of how cool bikes would look. They might even be able to fly. You never know. Let's see. This one here from PR. "Any pointers on how to get started doing an online show similar to yours?" Oh boy. Well, yes. Basically what you have to do is give up 5 years of your life, spend all your money, then borrow some money from your family, spend all that, then borrow some money from your friends, spend all that on new equipment, then ask your friends to help you and learn how to use the equipment and do the show, and 100% of the time, 20% of the time, you'll succeed. That's the best advice I could give you. And there's this one, and then this one, CL writes, never mind. So anyways, we've got a great show for you tonight. Again, special guests are Howard Siegel, Danielle Munn, and the musical talents of Pug Demary and John Temple Zarvis. So we're going to take a quick word from one of our amazing local sponsors, and then we'll get right into it. All right, welcome back to the show. My next guest moved to Pittsfield in his teens. He's a graduate of PHS and BCC. He worked in the local hospitality and healthcare fields. He was a sales rep for WUPE for a decade. For the past 25 years, he's owned Bugbusters Computer Services, which is a full IT support company here in Pittsfield. Please welcome to the show, Howard Siegel. Good to see you, Howard.
Hey,
Thanks
Mike.
for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So I know you've been very busy with a lot of things, and I did leave one thing out of your bio. I know you
did. I heard it.
Yes, you own a second business also.
I do.
So before we get to that, we'll start with Bugbusters Computer Services.
Yeah.
You've been around a long time in the community. Tell us a little bit about what that is and what you do.
So we're a full IT support company. As you said, we cater mostly to commercial clients. We do work with residential as well. We do literally full IT support from the ground up. So if you have one or two computers that are already in existence, we'll work with you on that and help support that. Or if you're a new business, we'll help create your whole infrastructure of your networking, what's called backbone, as well as servers, workstations, and we work with clients anywhere from one computer, or if you have 100 computers.
Okay.
So we have a good support team to back that up.
And do you do POS systems, the whole deal? Or?
We don't really deal much with POS. We can.
Okay.
We'll generally support the back end of it, make sure the networking is there. We can do POS, but mostly lawyers, doctors. We do some government, pretty much any kind of business under the sun. Accountants, real estate companies. We deal with pretty much everybody.
And what got you into that? How'd you go from radio sales to IT?
I started tinkering, I suppose, and then realized I enjoyed it. And just kept getting more into it, started taking some courses, some programs, learning from other people, and after a few years actually of doing that, decided, open up my own business. I was doing a little bit on the side, and then in 1995, a little bit ago.
Yes, a couple years ago.
Couple years ago. That's more than 25 years, isn't it? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's like
I don't
50.
even know.
No, I
stopped counting. I stopped counting. Decided to take the plunge, go out on my own, and knock wood. It's been very good.
Now I know you do a lot of security cameras type stuff too, right?
Yeah, we work with security cameras. We work with another company in the area when it comes to security and cameras.
Has that picked up lately?
Yeah, that's actually pretty good field.
Okay. Now, speaking of security, you also own H&S Investigations Group.
Correct.
So tell us what that is.
So H&S Investigations Group is a full security company, and by that I mean full physical security officers. My license actually is a PI license, so I'm also a licensed private investigator. With that comes the ability to do full security. So when you see guards at stores or businesses, whether they're in uniform, plain clothes, we can do all that. And we have many clients throughout the Berkshires, still growing, have quite a few security officers on staff, and we do pretty good with that.
And how long have you been doing that?
So I actually was doing that for quite a number of years. Just with a few people, a few clients, kind of low key, I suppose, because it was an extra thing. And then last year, actually, I believe it was April. So I think we're just pushing a year. There was another company in the area that had a similar business. He was bigger than I was, and he wanted to retire from the business, and I actually bought him out. So that actually increased our business, of course, and we're doing quite well with it.
I can see where in the past few years there's a demand for that is kicked up a little bit.
There is in the health field, resorts. There are just all kinds of places that need and want security. Retail stores. The grocery stores. I mean, you name it. Pretty much everybody wants some type of security.
You're starting to see a lot of that.
Yeah.
So, yes. But you also do like concert events and things like that?
Well, we can do events. We can do, not only do we have staff that are at locations all the time, that we have regular schedules with, we can do special event things as well. And we could be in plain clothes, we can be in full uniform, we could be identified, not identified, armed, unarmed, depending on what the client is requesting.
That sounds a lot more exciting than the IT stuff.
Yeah, actually, in some cases, it is, because we can also do what's called executive protection. So if somebody needed a bodyguard of any kind, because we can actually do bodyguard work, and I have quite a number of staff that are fully trained and certified. They're either former law enforcement, former military. I have a couple of guys that are former special forces, Navy SEAL type people.
Wow.
Yeah, so we can, and we also have a vehicle for transportation and that if they wanted to have a bodyguard and get transported someplace. Maybe they were going to an event, they're in the area.
So when it's Pittsfield Tonight gets big enough, and you can escort me to my private jet.
We will escort you to the jet. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're going to need to provide the jet also in the pilot.
I'm gonna. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? For the price, for any amount of money, we'll provide whatever you need.
Nice. You're going to need to provide the money too.
I'm going to provide the money. Are you thinking 1 or 2 staff? I mean, I'm just trying to think how many bodyguards you think you're going to need.
Oh, as many as you got.
Okay. Well, we'll do whatever you need.
It's getting pretty dicey around here.
I've seen that. Yeah.
So, I mean, that's cool. That definitely keeps you busy. I mean, and that's a whole different world from the IT stuff.
It's a whole different world. Fortunately, I have some good staff helping me run that.
And you participate in it yourself?
I do when needed. I mean, I have a lot of other things. I'm trying to do more of the administrative at this point, but if I need to fill in a shift, I can do that and have done that.
So if there's a retail store locally that is looking for basic security just to maybe prevent, for loss prevention or something like that,
yeah.
They can get in touch with you for that? Or?
Absolutely, yeah. And we have done that quite a number of times. Yeah, we do well, on a regular basis as well.
What's the most common thing you do?
As far as...
On the security side of it. I mean, as far as type of security.
A lot of it is property, being on property. So we have some resorts and places like that we have staff. Some of them are there during the day, some overnights, just walking around the site. And some of them are large locations and doing checks, doing what are called rounds, and just making sure everything's in order,
Okay. So what do you, I mean, you own a couple successful businesses. So, I mean, how do you feel overall about doing business in Pittsfield?
I'm pretty happy with it. I know there are a lot of customers, or not, I shouldn't say customers, but business owners that, are struggling. I do know it exists. It's a weird environment right now.
I mean, in your industry, in the IT industry, with more people that during the crazy time we came out of, more people working from home and stuff, did that actually increase business for you? Or?
Yes, yeah, that was a big increase on business, because just as you said, people working from home. So now we had clients that had, maybe they have 20, 30 staff, which normally would be in the office, had their computers. Now they're working from home, and they, may not be everybody, but now they need laptop computers because they're working from home. They need phones at home. We need to do certain things with their network to make sure that they can still communicate into the office, which they didn't have to do
When
before.
I needed internet, I called you.
Correct. You did.
Yeah.
And look, this is going out on the internet.
Yes.
You're welcome.
You did a good job.
I didn't hook up the internet. That was Spectrum.
But you are also like a dealer or whatever the terminology.
Well, yeah, I'm a partner. I'm a Spectrum partner, but I also, we book ourselves as consultants. So when it comes to anything with computers, with your network, with your phone systems, things like that, we're there to help you make sure things get done right. We see a lot of clients that just make these phone calls, order their things, and then they may call me, even if I haven't done anything for them, and say, "Oh yeah, we want you to hook all this stuff up." I say, "Well, you got the wrong stuff."
Okay, so in closing, then, if you're a local business and you're looking to get in touch with you for IT services, and then to follow up to that would be also security services.
Correct.
What's the best way for people to get in touch with you?
So for the IT company, it's 413-496-8272. That's our main office number. For the security company, 413-822-9036.
Awesome.
So they can call me at any of those numbers. You'll get the office, and if we're not there, we're there during the day. We have someone answering the phones. Please leave a message, and we'll get back to everybody.
Awesome. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break and cut to one of our local sponsors, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. My next guest moved to Pittsfield 5 years ago from Boston. She's a proud witch, a proud wife, and a proud mother of 8. She's the owner of Witch Slap, which is located on North Street in downtown Pittsfield. Please welcome to the show, Danielle Munn.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Thanks for coming, Danielle.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, absolutely. It's a pleasure. So, your store intrigues me because I don't know much about it at all, but I'm fascinated. So, you own Witch Slapped,
Yes.
which is, what kind of store is that?
So the store itself is what is paying the rent. It's not the dream. The store is filled with all different types of pagan tools and supplies that we use in our different types of paths.
Which are, or which is, I should say.
Which,
So,
right? Which is which?
When I think witch, I've known a few, but they were always Wiccan, I think, is something
Right.
I'm familiar with.
Wiccan is the only organized religion that is in the witchcraft.
Is that what you are or no?
No, I am not
Okay.
a Wiccan. I don't dig boxes.
Okay.
I like to make my own rules, and when it comes to witchcraft, we find that most of us will go into our intuition. We follow the things that feel good, that we feel connected and bonded to, and most of us are all over the place. I have 0 skills in reading tarot cards, but I can manifest like nobody's business.
Okay. So if I was to go into Witch Slapped, what would I see? What could I expect
So
to?
the first thing that you're going to see walking in my doors is our sitting room. It is a welcome area. It is comfortable and pretty and elegant. There is no black draperies and there's no cobwebs and spiders hanging. It is elegant. It is beautiful. It is welcoming. The energy feels safe and loving. It smells fantastic. So when you walk in the door, your senses should be hit from every angle. It looks, feels, and smells wonderful. As you walk in, you do see the sitting room, and if you walk towards the left, you'll have a bigger, wide range of seeing what's in the store. Now, I don't have large cabinets encased with glass and locks. I don't believe in any of that.
Like with little magic potions and stuff?
Oh, no, I hate walking into a crystal store or a metaphysical store and having to put my hands behind my back because I'm afraid I'm going to break something or touch something. It doesn't feel good. So I wanted to create a place where people would come in and feel comfortable picking things up and touching them and opening.
And what kind of things are they?
Oh, we have crystals and we have herbs. I have an apothecary filled with over 300 different herbs and flowers.
Oh, wow.
I have all the tools that you would need to have any type of incense scent tickling your fancy.
Do they serve like an actual function or purpose?
Every candle color means something. Every single herb has its own energy. Every crystal has its own special properties. So, and they usually interconnect. So, for instance, if I was going to create a money spell for you, I would use an oil.
Ooh, I want that. That sounds good.
Yeah.
I want that one too.
Yeah, I create a lot of money spells. We would use things, crystals like pyrite, because pyrite is fool's gold, and that will then draw the same energy as regular gold, regular monies. We would use herbs like basil and patchouli, because those also run in the same frequency and energy as money does. I would also throw in some shredded money, real shredded money that I buy shredded from the Federal Reserve.
Okay.
Isn't that incredible? They still make
That's
money on the
interesting.
money after they destroy it.
So they shred it specifically
the
for
government
this
for
type
you.
of use,
Yes,
or is it?
so they shred old money, and then you can buy the shredded money.
Do you get it at a discount?
I pay like $8.95 for this like 3-ounce package.
You ever sit there and try to tape it all back together?
Oh, no. I think I'd do better with the spells.
Okay.
But I would use these things in combination with my intuition, my beliefs, my intentions, my manifestation, all my magic. I would put into that, and I tell it what I want. And most people don't really understand that concept.
Do you get people that will come in and just want to know more about this? Or?
All the time,
Okay.
every day. I spend most of my time greeting new people for that very same reason.
And explaining to them.
Oh, yes. Yes. Well, it's stigma, right? You know, big green nose,
Yes.
all evil, devil worshipping, and that has absolutely nothing to do with it. That's completely...
Now, can a guy be a witch or no?
Yes.
Oh, he can. Okay.
We have many witches who are gentlemen, and we want more, so come on in. Because we are celebrating our freedom within our belief system. And when we talk about our belief system, we're not talking anything evil. This has nothing to do with evil. As a matter of fact, there is no devil in the craft. The devil is a Christian concept. Why would we believe in something that we don't even know exists? That's your thing.
Okay.
We do believe in lightness and darkness, but we all have that. We're all capable of good and evil every day, every hour, every minute. So what we do is try to find balance between those things. And the tools that we have within the store help us do those things. Now, does a crystal save the day? No. No, there's no instant spell. There's no waving magic wands and making everything happen.
Okay.
But thoughts become things. The laws of attraction, the secret, these are all running in the same avenues that witchcraft does.
So is the whole tarot card thing and a lot of that, is that in line kind of with what you do?
Yes,
Also? Okay.
it is. Now,
So
the tarot
if I wanted to go in
cards-
there and buy tarot cards,
yes,
do you have them?
we have tarot
Okay.
cards, we have tarot books, but within the store, that's just all the stuff that we sell that helps pay the rent. It's the community that we have built. We have a healing room. Inside that healing room, I have made a beautiful place where the energy feels tremendous. I love the reaction of people walking in. You can feel the chilliness of walking in, and the energy is uplifting. We have practitioners all over the local area who don't have their own place that they can't afford to rent. When I say practitioners, I mean Reiki masters, massage therapists, acupressure, tarot readers, psychics, those who do not have their own areas or own spaces, and we rent that room to them so that our customers can also meet with them. We're trying to be the medium, but we're also supporting them by giving them a very reasonable price in order to rent that space.
Okay.
If a Reiki master around here goes to rent a space in a salon, they're paying 40 to 60% of their commissions up.
Now, it's funny you say that because my last guest was Cara Kroll, who is a Reiki,
Yes.
I think she said a 3rd degree Reiki master.
Yes.
And I had never heard of that before until I talked with her.
Yes.
So,
Oh, no, and Reiki is very popular around here. Very, very popular. The Berkshires are a really great spot for diversity and spirituality. It's actually quite wonderful. I really thought that opening Witch Slapped, I was kind of jumping off a cliff and dying, but...
so you came here from Boston.
I grew up in Boston. I actually moved here directly from Winchester, New Hampshire. It was just
Okay.
another way around, but my husband's from Berkshire County. He grew up here his entire life.
So that's how you ended up here through your
he
husband?
He transplanted me here, yeah.
Okay. And what do you think of it overall?
It is one of the most unusual places I've ever lived.
Okay.
And
In what way?
So like I said, I grew up in Boston, and this doesn't feel like Mass in any way, shape, or form. I call it the Bermuda Triangle of Massachusetts.
Even the accent is its own.
Yes, it is. But what I love about it is so different, and it's so diverse that you've got a good mixture of folks who have come in this area from Vermont, New Hampshire, Connecticut, Mass, Rhode Island, New York. So it's like it's little America inside of big America.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
I really dig how diverse it is and the different types of people and how well they coexist in the same area.
And how do you like running a business in downtown Pittsfield? What's that experience been like overall?
So I love being on Wood Street, and I am on the higher side, or this side. So I don't see or get many of the problems that some of the other businesses do. But I also operate things differently. So I also think what your intentions are, how you run your business, and how you treat your community members makes a difference.
Okay. Well, for people who want to know more,
Yes.
what's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
Come on in.
And what's the address?
You gotta come in. We're at 78 North Street.
Okay.
We're right across from the Beacon Cinema area. Hot Plate Brewery just opened up
Okay.
2 doors down.
So you're near what, School Street?
Yeah, we're
Okay.
in between school and Fenn. We also do workshops where I teach you how to do witchcrafts. So those money spells, gentlemen.
Yes, the ones we want.
Yes.
Oh,
We
yeah.
like those.
Come on in, I'll teach you how to make them.
And I'm assuming you have Facebook page and all that?
Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, our own Facebook group as well. We're over 1.1 witches locally, by the way.
Okay.
Didn't realize how many witches are around here.
1,100?
So far.
That's
And
quite
those
a
are the
bit.
ones we've reached. And, Witchcraft will be 9 months old next week.
Awesome. Exciting. Well, you're my neighbor, so
Yes, looking forward to
I'll stop
seeing
in to
you.
learn more for sure.
You're going to have a blast.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to take a word from one of our local sponsors, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everyone. My next guests have been part of the Berkshire County music scene since their bands The Quarrymen, the Zarvis Allen Band, and Blind Date. The universe brought them together out of their love for great guitar and vocals, covering classics from every genre. They live up to their catchphrase, which is music from everywhere. Please welcome Pug Demary and John Temple Zarvis.
Mother, there's too many of you crying. Ooh. Brother, 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 oh brother, there's too many of you dying. Ooh. You got to find a way, gotta find a way, gotta find a way to find some loving here today. Father, ooh, everybody to escalate. Ooh, you see, war was not the answer. Oh, it's not the answer. Only love can conquer hate. Ooh, you gotta find a way. Gotta find a way. Gotta find a way to find some understanding here today. Picket lines. And picket signs, oh brother, don't punish me with brutality. Oh brother, don't talk to me, so you can see what's going on, what's going on, yeah, what's going on, Right on, right on, right on. Mother, everybody thinks we're wrong now. Who are they to judge us? Cause our hair is long now. Keeps getting longer. You gotta find a way. Gotta find a way to find some love here today. Picket signs, and picket lines. Oh brother, don't punish me with brutality. Oh brother, don't talk to me. I've have is long now.
But it keeps on getting longer.
You gotta find a way.
Gotta find a way.
Gotta find a way to find some understanding here today. Wicked lines,
Wicked lines.
wicked signs.
Oh brother,
Don't punish me.
don't punish me.
Brutality. Oh brother, come talk to me.
Come talk to me.
So you can see what's going on.
What's going on?
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 What's going
What's
on?
going on?
What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on?
Right on, right on.
All right, I want to thank tonight's guests, Howard Siegel from Bug Busters and H&S Investigations Group, Danielle Munn from Witch Slap on North Street, and Pug and John, who you can catch live.
The 19th at O'Loughlin's from 2 to 5. The 24th, Friday, Tavern at the A, 7 to 10. The 25th, Saturday, Balderdash, 2 to 5. And our monthly gig at Portavilla's, 1 to 4 on the 29th, Sunday.
Beautiful. So they're definitely worth checking out. As you can tell by that beautiful song you just heard, I'm a huge Marvin Gaye fan, so that was awesome, and that was an amazing rendition of it. So it was a lot of fun tonight. I hope everyone enjoyed the show, and we'll catch y'all next week.